chapter analysis of Martha Peace's The Excellent Wife. This is chapter 2, A Wife's Understanding of God, God's Protective Authority. She opens this chapter saying, in talking with people, I frequently encounter their misperceptions of God. And she names a few, like God is a Santa Claus, God is obligated to give them presents, like a romantic or rich husband, like a grandfather in the sky, God's a God of wrath. She goes through all these kind of misconceptions. And then she says, unlike a make-believe God, however, the God of the Bible is sovereign, just, and loving ruler over all the earth and all its creatures. And I want to point this out because, again, it sets up a spiritual authority claim. You're about to hear what the God of the Bible is like, right? Not these other ones, but the certainty of Martha's claim are such that this is going to be what the Bible really says. Texting is super problematic. Again, you're going to get a whole hodgepodge. Some things are okay, accurate, or even neutral, and other things are just not even remotely in touch with the original context of the passage or what scripture is saying, but Bible verses sprinkled throughout. Like, here's the next 2 pages. You see there's like 5 sprinkled throughout. There's also a lot of lists, and you're going to see this in any nouthetic resource. A lot of times it's framed as like a question and answer format, like where the teacher will like presume the question and be like, to answer this question, I will give you 9 things, you know, and here it's a lot of it is lists, like what wives need to know about God. And she has 5 points, and each of them have a Bible verse under them, which again gives the illusion that these are really biblically grounded. She says on the next page, he has devised a perfect plan by which you are to live, presumably the perfect plan of being a helper suitable according to the ideas in this book. And I think one of the most unique things about the Bible as a religious text is it's actually not that. It's not a rule book, which has allowed it to transcend time and culture, because it's primarily story, it's primarily narrative form. And while yes, in certain parts of the Old Testament, you get prescriptive commands to the people of God in Israel, certain parts of the New Testament, you do get direct commands in the epistles written to gathered communities of believers. The bulk of the Bible is narrative. So to suggest that it's instead a textbook or a self-help book, maybe is a self-help textbook, is an error. It's a